Hi, Facebook. Well, not exactly Facebook, Facebook page. This Way Forward. Hi, everybody. Welcome. There's a lot of health things going on the page this week. Not only talking about what would make the biggest impact on you, but we are 11 days into Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So one of the things that I wrote about this week is early detection. Now I know that a lot of you don't really want to think about cancer because frankly, who does? But for women, and especially women 35 or 40, it depends very much on your history, your health history and the history of your family. When you start getting these screening things like a mammogram. I scared someone the other day because she just turned 30 and I said, oh, but you have to get a mammogram. And then I looked it up and it turns out if you're 30, you don't actually need to get a mammogram. Not yet, unless, of course, breast cancer runs in your family. And I don't know anyone who doesn't know someone who's been diagnosed with breast cancer, and early detection saves lives. And if you know someone who is about the right age and needs to go do that mammogram, offer to go with them. It's not fun. It's not interesting. And it's one of those things that I would say all health care plans should cover because it's preventative and it's important. And there are all sorts of things on the web, how to do a self-exam, a breast exam. There's all kinds of organizations. Two I'm going to mention right now. One is the Susan G. Komen Foundation, and that's one of the big ones if you want any statistics about who gets breast cancer, what ages, or how to donate, or even how to get involved in your own area. There's all kinds of walks and runs and a-thons that you can become part of. You can also take the women in your life, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, your mother, who hasn't had a mammogram in a while. I remember my mother-in-law, bless her heart, may she rest in peace, hadn't been to the doctor in about, I don't know, 20 years. 30 maybe. She figured when she was done having children that she didn't need to go back to the doctor. Now, fortunately, nothing was wrong with her at that moment, and it was fine, but these are the people that you probably should coax gently, tell them you love them, that you want them to go get checked out, because it's all about early detection. The other organization is a local organization here in Israel that's run by a friend of mine who, well, there you go. It popped up. How nice. It's called the Lemonade Fund. And she is a breast cancer survivor and started this fund to help women who are of lesser income, who can't really afford to take weeks or months off to battle a disease. So her organization raises money. I think they're over $250,000 now that they've turned around and given out that money to help women in need, to help them with rent or babysitting or making up for lost wages or whatever. And this is someone who decided after she had her own battle and continues to battle that she would start a fund for other women who were facing these issues, which I think is remarkable and amazing. If you want to read about it, you can follow the link. Anyway, so that's all I need to say about that. So I hope everybody's week is okay and everybody is settling in. There's a lot of college-age kids going back to school right now. So if you're one of those parents and you're suffering a little bit from empty nest, I am too. It's very odd to be aged out of a job, which is basically what happens when your children grow up. And you want them to be happy and healthy. but you want them to be around. And they aren't usually. Hi, Wendy, nice to see you. So what do? You figure out some of the things you never had time to do when you had little kids and go out and do some of those things. And other than the people in Florida, everybody else should go outside and breathe some fresh autumn air. I don't know if it's stopped raining on the East Coast yet or not, but go out there and breathe some fresh air and get yourself moving and figure out. It's all. I mean, we just had the Rosh Hashanah, which is the new year here in Israel, but you still have a few months to go, the new year in America, so you can start over again with your New Year's resolutions. One of mine would be, well, my HMO calls me for a mammogram, but one of mine would be, if I hadn't gotten one last year, would be to have one this year. And go with somebody, offer to be the support system. If you have a little bit of time and energy, maybe volunteer at one of your local organizations or donate to the Lemonade Fund, which I just put in the, I don't know what you call that, window. And if you have any questions or anything you would like me to write about, this week was sort of health, and every week I write a blog on a new subject. So if there's anything that you're particularly interested in, there are a few coming up about parenting and about how to survive the holidays. The holidays which are beginning, it seems like right now in America, Halloween, then Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And how to survive those with as much strength and good cheer as you can manage. So look for the posts coming here and drop me a note if there's something that you want to talk about in particular. And everybody have a good week, and I will see you here next week. Be kind to yourselves. Bye.